Hey, what's up guys? It's a girl in Pilagaiter, proudly known as Golden Mommy, and yes, it's I. I'm here. Okay, so as you guys can see by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about some self-love, self-recognition. You get what I'm saying? So let me say, I asked a few people on my WhatsApp on like how they feel about self-love and like what their opinion is as to self-love, and yeah, I mean the responses I got were quite deep, so I hope you guys are ready for this. And I'm going to be telling you guys about like how self-love has truly grown me as a person, as an individual, and how it has more like not really changed me, but like made me a better person in terms of me seeing myself as a certain individual in the society we live in, and how I should not judge myself, and you know, all of that shenanigans. So the first one I'm gonna read to you guys was from one of my friends. She has her own YouTube page. Yes, her name is Joy Justice. If you don't know her, then you're not doing yourself some justice. You get what I'm saying? So of course, please go head over to her YouTube page, and I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy her videos. So yeah, I'm gonna put down in the description box her link to her page. So yeah, okay, this is what she said. Self-love for me is knowing that you've been created by the ultimate creator wonderfully, knowing that God had created this earth, and earth has such natural beautiful features, to know that he has as well took his time on me. For me, that is the ultimate love, and it will be so sad that I wouldn't recognize that. Another thing, loving yourself will point you towards the importance of yourself physically and your soul, which is the only thing that will last forever truly, and that should encourage us to love our own soul, so that we can find goodness and truth. To me, that is way more important than outer appearance, because we all age. No one stays young forever, so you being focused on outer appearance is a waste of time when you should be focusing on the inner works. Yes, girl, tell them, focus on the inner works. Okay, inner works that will last and truly tell what kind of person you are. Okay, so that was like okay, so in terms of that goes to one of my points, being you should see yourself as number one. You are a king, not a queen. I was watching a video the other day, and this specific girl, she said that she sees herself as a king and not a queen, because a king is above a queen. And it, like, you know, I personally don't want to be below anyone. I'm personally number one in my eyes, so I am a king, right? So refer to yourself as a king and not a queen. You are number one. One, not two, not three. Number one, not two, not three. Number one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I felt that was a good point towards me, you know, my point being see yourself as a king and not a queen. Okay, then I asked one of my other friends, being Kim Bizzle. Gal. So yeah, if you guys don't know her, please, I'm going to put her Instagram handle down below and her Twitter handle down below, and yeah, y'all should give her a follow and show some love. So she said self-love is taking care of your mental and physical spiritual state. Guys, this is very important, because guys, a lot of people tend to go off the path of not spiritual, like, you know, beliefs or whatever, but more like we tend to forget that God created us in a certain, you know, way and in his image, right? So in terms of that, I mean, don't look at yourself as someone that's below anyone else, or don't think you too big, or you too small, or you too tall. Like, you know, you're perfect the way you are, and that is one thing that we should all remember: we're all created in his image. And the mental and physical part, that is, the mental part is way more important, because if you tell yourself, I love myself, and look, girl, baby girl, you look hot today, then you're gonna believe it and your day is gonna go great. So I think we should do that more often, and mentally that grows you. Mentally it keeps you on the right track, and you don't look down on yourself. You don't compare yourself to people. That is my second point. Don't compare yourself to people. So point number 1, see yourself as a king. Point number 2, don't compare yourself to people, right? Cool. Goes on. It's learning to forgive yourself for things you've done that you aren't proud of, and learning to take responsibility for those things. So in terms of that, guys, it's a matter of you need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. That's point number 3. Know your strengths and your weaknesses. If you don't know your strengths and your weaknesses, you're gonna end up being at a point where you don't accept yourself as you are. And knowing your strengths and your weaknesses, it's not like, okay, I'm a sprinter. That's not what I mean. I mean, yes, it is your strength. I mean, you're good at it, and that's what you do. But you need to be at a point where you accept yourself. Whether you gain weight, accept it, live with it and embrace it. Because I mean, you should be able to juggle your feelings regarding yourself, in terms of accepting your body. Whether you gain, lose, accept your body. And I had a big problem with that recently, I won't even lie. I was losing a lot of weight, and I was genuinely not happy with it. I was not happy with it, and every second person I saw would mention it, and it would literally get to me. But I've learned that it's either I live with it or I keep letting it eat me, and it's really not gonna bother me anymore. But yeah, like I learned to, that was my strength. My strength was me accepting myself. Whether I'm losing weight or gaining weight, I accepted myself, and I was like, this is what's happening right now. It's my situation right now. I can't change it, and this is what God wants for me, and that's probably what's gonna make me stronger at the end of the day. So yeah, that's what yes. So yeah, in terms of that, know your strengths and your weaknesses. So point number 1, see yourself as a king. Point number 2, don't compare yourself. Point number 3, know your strengths and your weaknesses. Very important. Okay, it's cutting the people who aren't good for you off. Guys, this is very important. Just because somebody is, you have a certain connection with them or whatever, it doesn't mean you can't cut them off. If you personally feel they're not contributing towards your growth in life and personally, then cut them off, boy. They need to relax. Guys, I've been saying this so much lately, and it sounds so normal. And I'm okay with it. That's the thing. Yeah, they need to relax and just move to the side, because you got better things to look forward to, and you gotta move in life. So yeah, cut whoever you feel shouldn't be part of your life, and they're not bringing happiness, or they're not contributing towards your growth personally and in life. When trying to love yourself, look at yourself in the mirror every day and tell yourself that you are cute or you are beautiful. Baby girl, I do this every day. She calls it bun confidence. I like it. So it really boosts you as a person, and it wow, guys, like I genuinely tell myself I love myself so much on a daily basis. But there's nothing wrong with it. You should do it if you really want to boost yourself, and you should do in regarding your self-love, and it's gonna help you grow within yourself. Then do it, baby girl. There's nothing wrong. If anyone judges you for that, then they can relax. Okay, then she says, learn to say no and learn to prioritize yourself. So put yourself number 1. Like I said, you are king. So yeah, that's most of these things are literally things that are related to my points, and I really like that. Wow, guys, my friends, see, we like this, we understand each other, we understand, yeah, bro. So yeah, yeah, also building your self-love needs you to take yourself seriously. So guys, if you don't take yourself seriously as a person, then no one will take you seriously. It's like, okay, that's another point. Respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, no one's gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not going to respect yourself in terms of taking care of yourself and taking care of your personal being, then I can't respect you. You know, I personally respect myself in terms of I don't speak bad about myself. I don't speak bad about other people, because it comes back. That's what goes around comes around, you know. So yeah, always respect yourself. Respecting yourself is the most important thing ever, because respect goes both ways. It's a two-way street. But if you respect yourself more than anything, and people still don't respect you, then they beat her. They a beater. So yeah. Number one, see yourself as a king, because you're a king, baby girl, baby boy. You're a king, right? Point number two, don't compare yourself. If you compare yourself, you're gonna hurt yourself. Point number three, know your strengths and your weaknesses and understand them, accept them, you know, embrace them, right? Point number four, respect yourself, because if you respect yourself, other people will respect you. And I would say point number five, in my personal opinion, it would be tell yourself you love yourself every day, no matter what it is. Even if you wake up with a quote that says, you know, self-love or whatever, something that relates to you, you can do that, because it does boost you and it makes your day even better. So yeah, because I personally do that. I used to do it a lot. I even used to send other people quotes and, you know, good morning texts and whatever, just to, you know, because you never know what someone's going through. And yeah, a lot of people get depressed because of self-love. But yeah, I'm not gonna drag this too much. And personally, okay, let me say personally, self-love has grown me in so many ways, because I learned that you don't base your happiness on other people. So you learn that other people come into your life to contribute towards your happiness, but they're not necessarily your happiness. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that is the most important part in my opinion, in terms of growth and whatever. Like you shouldn't always expect people to bring happiness into your life or love you or whatever, because in terms of that, you should personally have it first, because without them, then what are you? You get what I'm saying? So you need to have a life before you have a life with anyone else, so that you can have a life after them, if there's, you know. Yeah. So yeah, personally, that's how self-love and, you know, self-love grew me as a person. I love myself more. I stand my ground, you know. Yeah, and I'm learning to say no a lot. I'm learning how to say no. So if you come my way and I don't feel like saying yes today, then I'm going to say no, baby boy, baby girl. I'm joking, but like, yeah, I'm learning to say no a lot more than I used to. And yeah, in terms of that, self-love, it goes a long way. And I live by this quote, guys: if you don't love yourself, oh no, I'm lying. This is how it goes. Self-love is the best love, because if you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you? You get me? So, yeah, so of course this video was long, I know that, and it's not something I usually do. I think I'm gonna do this more often, in terms of the content and, you know, like giving advice on such things, because, you know, it's something I do sometimes when I'm feeling really nice. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in till the end, and please don't forget to share this video, because you never know who really needs this and who can relate to this video. So don't forget to share this video, give it a big thumbs up if you really liked it, and of course don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't joined the OG Golden Circle. And we will not judge you if you haven't, because we accept you. So come through, you know what I'm saying? And of course, guys, don't forget to comment down below. Yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, then tell me down below if you really enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Don't forget, guys, self-love is the best love, because if you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you?
catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.